In the last video, we mentioned that the rapid drop in BNB, followed by a sudden recovery, was signaling that cryptocurrencies were about to rise. And that's exactly what happened. In this video, we're going to explain the significance of this event on Bitcoin's chart. With just days left before the US elections, Kamala Harris is promising pro-crypto regulation. With the US presidential elections right around the corner, both candidates are ramping up efforts to attract voters interested in the cryptocurrency world, while Donald Trump has been more explicit in his support, promising crypto-friendly regulations and even making gestures like buying with Bitcoin at a themed bar. Kamala Harris has taken a more recent and cautious approach on the matter. Harris has introduced her Opportunity Agenda, a plan that promises to protect cryptocurrency investors and create regulatory frameworks to ensure that these investments, particularly among the African American community, are safeguarded against risks like fraud and manipulation. Her proposal also includes forgivable loans for African American entrepreneurs as part of a broader effort to reduce the racial wealth gap. Harris's plan has focused on the communities that have embraced cryptocurrencies the most. In her campaign, more than 20% of African Americans have owned cryptocurrencies, reinforcing the importance of providing them with legal security and access to the financial opportunities these assets can offer. However, in a recent speech in Erie, Pennsylvania, Harris mentioned her Opportunity Agenda without going into much detail about what this would mean for cryptocurrencies, leaving some observers wanting more specifics. In contrast, Trump has been more aggressive in courting pro-crypto voters with clear promises to support the industry. As the campaigns progress, it is likely that cryptocurrencies will continue to be a relevant topic in the political debate, although Harris's more measured stance could cause her to lose prominence with an electorate that is increasingly interested in new financial technologies. The US elections are just around the corner, set for November 5th, and look at how fitting the context is for the crypto ecosystem. Observe Bitcoin on its daily time frame as it seems to be testing, threatening to create a black swan event, which, if confirmed, as we believe it will, could lead to a very positive medium and long-term outlook for the crypto ecosystem. It's true that Bitcoin is already generating or attempting to generate a black swan event. In the case of Ethereum, for example, it hasn't fully materialized yet, but it's very close to doing so. Take note that since early August 2024, Ethereum has been in a macro range. We can consider that this range has already consumed enough time for smart money to execute all the buy orders it needs to place in the market. And of course, seeing such extreme volatility like we are now is a sign that something big is coming. If this happens so close to a hypothesis of a black swan event that could trigger a bull market, this is when we need to pay close attention to this volatility. If we've been saying that Bitcoin is potentially generating a black swan event and Ethereum is close to it, BNB is even closer to Bitcoin and might already be generating it. We've identified the trend line that we believe smart money is considering for the hypothesis of a macro compression against a significant structure. We haven't explained in a while where this relevant zone comes from, so let's do it briefly. If we go to BNB's daily chart, we need to remember that regarding this bearish impulse, everything we have to its right is a corrective pattern. It's a complex corrective pattern that we can label as follows. Here we have a W, a weak EI, and all of this is a Z. Z patterns tend to be aggressive, as you're seeing here. They usually end in a wedge format, collapse, and seek a key structure that we've identified at the price level of $496. This is the structure, and when Zs try to break their own structure and fail, as we're seeing here, it's plausible to think and smart to attempt entering at these lower zones to support the hypothesis that after the failure to break its trend line, this Z will simply continue. For this reason and many others, we've been bullish in the medium and long term for more than a month, even 2 months now, and things are already happening. So, let's go back to what I was explaining at the beginning here. They are compressing us against a significant structure. You now know why this structure is important, so pay attention to the compression. That being said, this is a trap. They're giving us a warning about what's to come later. It's very common to see the break of a key structure, which seems like a flat pattern, only for it to fail and then enter an accumulation phase to seek liquidity before making the real move. This is the hypothesis we are currently working with. Now, let me explain how these movements can happen not only in Bitcoin, BNB and Ethereum, but also in other assets. But first, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. How does Solana work? If we analyze Solana, we find ourselves in a situation very similar to BNB. Without going into too much detail, this is also a Z trend line, so it's a key and relevant structure. And once again, we're dealing with compression against it. As you know, we've been looking for this type of breakout to the upside for a while now. If we zoom in a bit here, take a look. We're assessing that they might be working a micro defense zone before the breakout. And what supports this hypothesis is the recent aggressive volatility we experienced yesterday. When we're in a market that seems calm and suddenly the chimpanzee comes and starts shaking the bush, it's because something big is about to happen. Frankly, there's no guarantee that this big event will be positive or favorable. That's our bet, but there are never any guarantees. Ultimately, in Solana's chart, we'd love to see an aggressive breakout of its trend line, leading us to better territories. You know what I mean? Now, while it's true that Cardano on its daily time frame tends to do its own thing, we've been working through a strong bearish impulse here that's continuing within a channel, and apparently the price is in no man's land. Cardano itself doesn't give us much information for the immediate short term unless we zoom into the 1 hour time frame and evaluate this as part of a bullish accumulation process which fits the overall idea. And after seeing that aggressive manipulation from the chimpanzees shaking the bush yesterday, we are also seeing a very well-respected defense zone here, a classic move before eventually generating a structural black swan event that could push us upward. That's the idea. Now, take a look at Polkadot because it's doing something very similar to what Cardano is showing us. We've come from a strong bearish impulse and the price is continuing within a bearish channel. But in this case, Polkadot is a bit more friendly. It's giving us a little hint, like saying, hey, I want to give you a clue, I want to be your friend. That's what Polkadot is telling you, and since you're a good person, you should accept that warm hug it's offering. Now pay attention to this. They're working on a macro wedge, and sooner or later, this tends to collapse. The closer we get to that moment, and if you ask me, we could be there already. The idea is to expect an extremely aggressive breakout, something wild, which could eventually lead us to something much better. As I said, there are no guarantees here. Nobody has a crystal ball, but the cross-analysis invites us to keep thinking positively, as we've been doing for months. And if you'd like to learn about the intraday trading opportunities that come from all these ideas, let me tell you that we do this in our free private community, Crypto Insight Premium. While we're recording this video, the team is actually live right now, since we do daily live sessions looking for trading opportunities. And, of course, the members follow up on ideas, find their trades, and share them with us. I suggest you join Crypto Insight Premium because inside, we go into much more detail, seeking concrete trading opportunities. To access Crypto Insight Premium, you just need to fill out the form you're seeing on the screen, meet these 3 requirements highlighted in bold, and once you've met them, take your time to read them carefully. You'll be able to fill out the form and we'll grant you access. It's important to note that in addition to the form, you'll find a great promotion from BitUnix and by DeFi for new users, and you'll find all the details in the description and the pinned comment of this video. Hurry, as there are only a few spots left, and we'll see you inside our community and in the next live session. If you enjoyed this advanced technical analysis, let me know in the comments. Also, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so YouTube notifies you of future posts. Good luck with your trading, and see you next time.